like to reiterate that we would want everyone to remain in their seats until the end of the program, please. Thank you so much for attending, and we should get started shortly. Thank you.
quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I'm delay. Traveled all around the world and everywhere I went. I used these words and all would say their goals and clever trends. But who took my heart on just past the time of day with me? I say these special words and then they ask me out to tea. Oh, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Was I like the special one? Wait, line leader. Am I the chosen one now? Wait, stop. Stop. We're supposed to wait. Oh, are we supposed to go now? Go. Am I now the chosen one, or just go? Mad at you.
Space, guys. Get lines. My word.
Audience attention. Will the audience please rise? Scout Salute 1, please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. 2. The audience may be seated.
I know somebody.
We'd like to give a big thank you to the Saratoga Taiko drummers, the Marshall Lang Mustang Chorale, and Boy Scout Troop 535. My name is Mitali Schonbog, and I am honored to be serving as the head of the Saratoga Youth Commission this year. Aside from volunteering in my community throughout clubs around campus such as Interact and summer programs like Walden West and the Montalvo Arts Program, I enjoy spending my free time doing everything I can to be a leader to my peers. I'm currently the ASB treasurer at Saratoga High School and a member of the leadership class and Link crew. As a part of the Saratoga Youth Commission, I really hope that we can continue to aspire to reach new heights and inspire students all over Saratoga to achieve greatness. At this time, I'd like to recognize Council Member Marilyn Bernald. You have to stand up. Council Member Rishi Kumar. Vice Mayor Emily Lowe. And Council Member Howard Miller. And now on to our next Commissioner, Anish Medekar.
Hi, I'm Anish, and this is my first year on the Youth Commission. The Youth Commission has really been a wonderful experience for me. I've learned many things about leadership, and I've been able to meet a lot of interesting people. Saratoga is a really great community, and I love being a big part of it. The Youth Commission has been a place where I can help the community and have a great time. At this time, we'd also like to recognize Congresswoman Anna Eshoo. Assemblymember Evan Lowe. And Rofu, representing Senator Jim Beal from the California State Senate. And on to our next commissioner, Malika Singh.
Hello, Hello everyone, my name is Malika Singh. I go to Monte Vista High School and I am heavily involved in leadership. I am junior class president and I'm a part of an organization called the California Association of Student Leaders. Now, because I go to Monte Vista, I live a lot of a Cupertino life. Now, the Saratoga Youth Commission has given me such an opportunity to get to know my community more, something that I don't get as much because I go to a Cupertino school. And I'm so honored to be able to give that connection to other people. Now, at this time, we would like to also recognize the supervisor, Joe Simitian, from the county of Santa Clara Board of Supervisors. And we'd also like to recognize the representative for Supervisor Cindy Chavez, Paul Murphy, also from the county of Santa Clara Board of Supervisors. We would also like to recognize Council Member Paul Resnikoff from the City of Campbell, Mayor Barry Chang from the City of Cupertino, and Council Member Johnny Camus from the City of San Jose. On to our next youth commissioners, Elora Pradhan and Nupur Maheshwari.
Hi all, I'm Elora Pradhan and this is my first year as one of Saratoga's youth commissioners. For me, being on this commission translates to the incredible opportunity of playing a role in the lives of youth in this community. Not only do I get to plan and participate in youth activities, but I am also able to communicate teen issues to City Council. Being on this commission gives me a voice to bring my and my peers' ideas to the table and affect change. In my next year on the council, I'm really excited for all the things to come, and I hope that through community outreach and engagement, I can do my part as a leader for Saratoga's youth.
Hi everyone, my name is Nupur Maheshwari. This is my second year on the Youth Commission and I'm thrilled to be here. Youth Commission has been a huge part of my life for the last few years, and the work I've been able to do on it has been some of the most rewarding I've done. From putting on an intergenerational dance to painting toddlers' faces to hopefully hosting color runs and dances in the future, I've been able to connect with this community in a way that few are fortunate to do. I would love to see this commission expand its reach even more in the coming years and make as much of an impact as possible in the next few months. Thank you. And at this time, we would like to recognize
Board Member Stacy Brown from the Campbell Union High School District Board of Trustees.
Board Member Kaylin Gallagher from Campbell Union High School District Board of Trustees.
Vice President Anjali Kauser from the Cupertino Union High School District Board of Education.
The President of the Board, Josephine Lucy from the Cupertino Union School District Board of Education.
Vice President Jeff Moe from the Fremont Union High School District Board of Trustees.
President Hung Wei from the Fremont Union High School District Board of Trustees.
Vice President Cynthia Chang from the Los Gatos Saratoga Joint Union High School District Board of Trustees.
Trustee Catherine Sang from the Los Gatos Saratoga Joint Union High School District Board of Trustees.
Board President Patty Buchanan from the Saratoga Union School District Board of Trustees.
Clerk of the Board, Cynthia Miller from the Saratoga Union School District Board of Trustees.
Board Member Arati Nagaraj from the Saratoga Union School District Board of Trustees.
And Nancy Johnson from the Saratoga Elementary School District Superintendent.
Now on to our next commissioner, Daniel E.
Sorry.
Hi, my name is Daniel Eam, and I'm proud to serve as a treasurer on my second year on the Youth Commission. Outside of the commission, I'm an alto saxophonist, and I participate in the Saratoga High School Marching Band and Winds Ensemble, and I take great pride in also leading our school's award-winning instrumental team. My time on the Youth Commission so far has been a very blessed and enjoyable experience, with Pizza and Politics and Walk One Week being one of my favorite events. After graduation, I seek to study economics as well as history and serve my community wherever I may be. At this time, we would like to recognize Nai Shu from the Santa Clara Water District. And I will pass over to the next commissioner.
Hello, my name is Alexis Wiesand, and I am greatly honored to be a part of such a commission that does so much for our city. Our commission is like a family, and I think that's why we continue to prosper. My proudest accomplishment of ours is our proposal to create a park that children of all disabilities can enjoy. In the future, I hope that we will pursue this and continue to bring attention to youth issues in Saratoga. At this time, I would like to recognize the following commissions. After being called, would each commission please stand? The Heritage Preservation Commission, the Library Commission, the Parks and Recreation Commission, the PEBTAC Commission, the Planning Commission, and the Traffic Safety Commission. And now I'd like to introduce the Mayor of Saratoga, Manny Cappello.
It's a tough act to follow. I hope I can deliver half as well as they did. How about for that Youth Commission? Sit round of applause. One of my vice mayor roles is to make sure that the mayor is always on top of everything that's missed, and once again, my vice mayor is following through with her duties. I'd like to recognize Vice Mayor Liz Gibbons, who is in the audience as well. This is Vice Mayor of Campbell. There you are. Yeah, thank you for being here. All right, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the 2016 State of the City Address. From what I understand, I'm not positive of this, but I think this is the very first time that the City of Saratoga has had an address that's been open to the entire community as we've done here today. I hope it's successful so that future mayors can do the same. Thank you all for being here. It's wonderful to see our Civic Theater filled with so many people who care so much about our community. As I look out, I see many faces that I recognize, but there are a few I don't. For those that I don't, I look forward to meeting you afterwards over a glass of wine. I hope you all have enjoyed the event up to this point. We've already had great entertainment from our very own taiko drummers, as well as our Marshall Lane Elementary School Mustang Chorale. What a group, aren't they lovely? They are just so darn cute. I wanted to squeeze and hug every one of them. A big thanks to the Youth Commission. My God, the work that they do each and every day. This is not a group that just simply gets together and talk about the next party. This is a group that holds forums before the elections. They call it Pizza and Politics, where they have the electeds, the ones that are running campaigns, debate, and they ask them questions. And they invite all the youth in the various schools to take part and join them, hence the pizza. And it's very successful. I mean, this is the work that they're doing, among many other things as well. Recently, they came to us with a request for a CIP project to add a all-inclusive playground in one of our parks. And we approved it to the tune of $160,000. This is our Youth Commission who's putting requests and is using their authority to come forward to change the community in the better way for our youth. And so from that, I am just absolutely thrilled. Kudos and congratulations to each of you. Before I go any further, let me introduce my family who's here as well. I know you guys are probably tired of all the introductions, but I can't miss them. My father, Romulo, and my mom, Angela, if you could please stand. Thank you. My parents immigrated from Italy just before I was born in the late 50s with a small baby. It wasn't me. My brother, I'm the youngest of three, and barely a nickel in their pocket when they arrived. They used all their money for the last plane flight to go from New York City to Denver, Colorado, where they first were. And here they are today. They live in Palo Alto. I'll tell you a little bit more about them later on in the program. But, and their son is a mayor, of all things. Can you imagine? Also with us is my daughter, Sarah Rose, and her boyfriend, Anthony. You can stand up. My son, David. And also, relatively new members of my family. They're Lisa's parents and children. And so Patricia and Michael, Lisa's parents. Lisa's daughter, Caitlin, and her boyfriend, Alex. You know, it's that support structure that we all rely upon to help us through the various challenges that we face. This is my support structure, and you know how they say it takes a village to raise a child? Well, it takes a village and then some to raise a mayor, and they're still, and you are part of that village, and so I thank you very much. You may be wondering who some of these folks are behind me. Hold up. We're going to explain them to you a little bit later on in the program. Did everyone get a chance to grab some refreshments and wine before you sat down? I know that we don't allow them in the theater here, but I hope that you all had some, especially the adults. I think it'll make this whole presentation go a little bit better if you have some wine in you. But I'd also like to thank Cooper Garrett's, Bill and Doris Cooper, who are here. Are they in the room here? Are they still pouring outside? There they are in the back. Bill and Doris are the amazing volunteers that they are. They have a winery of some 28 acres, is that right? Of vineyards that are right here in Saratoga. And they do an amazing job, and they engage in the community in so many ways, one of which is pouring for us here and donating the wine, so thank you very much. We also have representatives as well as the owner of the House Family Vineyards. Dave House, are you here? Yes, with your lovely fiance. Once again, winemakers and very diligent and giving members of our community. Thank you very much for being here. Let's see, where am I on this program? I've got about a 2-hour presentation to go through, so buckle up, here we go. No, I don't plan to be up here for very long. This is not about me. This is about celebrating Saratoga and recognizing the people and the organizations that make it the great place that it is. For being a relatively small city, Saratoga has quite a bit of diversity when it comes to age, ethnicity, and interests. But one wonderful attribute we all have in common is that we want to retain the quality of Saratoga's ambiance and small town charm. That's universal among almost everyone in our community. And despite our proximity to one of the most booming, ever-changing, and dynamic regions, holding on to those values is absolutely critical to who we are. We take great pride in our history and preserving our historical assets, such as Hakone Gardens, the Quarry Park, Montalvo, our downtown village, to just name a few. We hold sacred our safe and quiet neighborhoods. We're proud of our excellent and nationally renowned schools, and we make sure to offer programs and services for an aging community to promote independence, socialization, and and wellness. Sorry. Whether we're a resident volunteer, a council member, a city commissioner, a business owner, or run a nonprofit, I believe we all care about delivering the greatest good to the community, and that is what I want to focus with my discussion and my talk this afternoon. For the city, part of delivering on that promise to our residents is making sure we're making the right financial decisions, both in the short term and the long term. That's why the City Council and staff are dedicated to careful and cautious budgeting. And the city is continually being recognized for its high-quality budget documents by the Government Finance Officers Association. The GFOA is the premier finance association in North America and has 18,000 members at the federal, state, and local government levels. So I'm incredibly proud to announce that for the 6th year in a row, Saratoga has received the GFOA's Distinguished Budget Presentation Award for the 2015 and 16 budget. You can see the cover of it on the screen right now. Okay, now I know what you're thinking. Great, Manny's going to go into this long, lengthy, boring discussion on the budget. Yes, I am. But I promise you I'll try to keep it short and entertaining as well. If you're like me, a resident who's blessed to live in this beautiful city, you probably pay a substantial amount toward your property tax bill. Am I right? I understand. I receive those bills myself. But what you may not know is that the city only receives barely more than a nickel for every dollar you pay in property tax. That's right, a nickel, 5 cents. That's why we have that on the board. The reason for that is the founding members of Saratoga had the philosophy that cities should be small, efficient, and unobtrusive, yet meet the essential needs of its residents, such as paving the roads, paying for public safety, maintaining our infrastructure, overseeing development, and addressing our financial liabilities. Saratoga is what's termed as a low-tax city, meaning it receives minimum allocation allowed by state law. Due to its low-tax status, city services are limited. Saratoga operates with a small staff, and many functions are delivered by contracts, such as the Santa Clara Sheriff's Office. One of the greatest aspects of the city's contract with the Sheriff's Office is that we receive first-rate protection and service at a much lower cost than if we had our own police department. Now, I do have some good news to report. Due to special legislation years ago, Saratoga and 3 other West Valley cities did not receive their share of property tax allocation. That's not the good news. That's the bad news. The good news is that Senate Bill 107, passed in September of this last year, eliminated this discrepancy. The property tax takeaway will be eliminated over a 5-year phase-in period, with Saratoga eventually receiving an additional $650,000 per year. This was years in the making, and I'd be remiss if I didn't thank 2 people who helped make this happen. Our very own State Senator, Jim Bell, and also State Assembly Member Evan Lowe. Evan, if you could stand. I tell you, we've been working on that project for the last, I don't know, at least 5 or 6 councils prior, and it finally came through. I guess the planets aligned just right for it to occur, and luckily it did. The last item I want to talk about concerning Saratoga's budget is our pension liability. Pension benefits are administered by the California Public Employees Retirement System, better known as CalPERS. Due to the recession, pension assets decreased substantially. In addition, CalPERS modified its economic and demographic assumptions used in determining a city's pension liability cost. Together, these factors created a gap between the pension assets and pension liabilities. This gap is known as the unfunded accrued liability, or also known as the UAL. Every city in California is grappling with this, and some are in much worse shape than we are. Last year, CalPERS identified Saratoga's gap, if you will, at $7.7 million. Saratoga had the option to pay down this liability over the course of many years, 30 years in fact, much like a mortgage, typical mortgage would be. But last February, the Saratoga City Council made the decision to pay down our pension liability by almost half. This in turn will end up saving the city, all of us, taxpayers, $7.1 million in future interest payments and shorten the repayment terms to 15 years. We truly are investing today for a better tomorrow. Let me take this moment to thank all the wonderful staff members of our finance department. They do a lot of great work for the city and never ask for recognition. Now I know that our finance director, Mary Fury, is here. Mary, would you please stand up? Thank you for all that you do for Saratoga. Thank you. She didn't know I was going to call her up. Okay, does anyone remember this picture? For those of you who are unaware, yes, that is a bathroom being trucked into our quarry park. This photo was posted on the city's Facebook page back in September, and from what I'm told, it was one of the city's most popular posts ever. Believe me, I could not make this up even if I tried. The city officially opened the 64-acre park on October 31st, 2015. It's an absolutely beautiful park and outdoor museum in many ways. I encourage you all to visit. There are hiking trails, picnic areas, artifacts from a once very active rock quarry, and the view from the valley from there is absolutely incredible. It's a natural haven from the hustle and bustle of Silicon Valley, and 2 evenings ago, Councilman Howard Miller and I attended an event of the California Parks and Rec Society in which they awarded us with a excellence in, let's see, outstanding contributions to our community award. And so anyway, we're getting recognition on this park already. Thank you. The city was lucky to have many volunteers step forward to help get the park ready for the opening, and that has continued. Here are 2 of them now. Some of our local Eagle Scouts will be working on projects in the coming months to help open some unused trails. At the same time, the city is also working on obtaining easements from the San Jose Water Company that would bring the city one step closer to realizing the dream of having Quarry be the starting point for the Saratoga to the Sea Trail. 50 miles in the making. But the Quarry Park is just one of the many projects our Public Works Department is working on. This summer is going to be especially busy for staff since they'll also be overseeing the upgrade of the Prospect Road project between Saratoga Sunnyvale Road and Lawrence Expressway. Thank you. This is also a long time in coming. The challenge with this road is that half of it's owned by San Jose, the other half by Saratoga. And anytime you try to get 2 jurisdictions together, spending money is oftentimes challenging. Anyway, the upgrades will include median landscaping, ADA-compliant ramps, sidewalks, bus shelters, bicycle detector loops. All of this also entailing curbing or reducing the speed of traffic through that area, which is a bit of a problem for us. And the good news, about 88% of the $4.7 million of this project is paid through a grant funded to the city, the single largest grant that City of Saratoga has ever received. Yeah, thank you. I'm also proud to announce that this year the City Council will approve a master plan for our much beloved Haccone Gardens. The plan will help enhance the visitor's experience without changing Haccone's historic character. Again, like Quarry, Haccone Gardens is a community jewel, and they are located so close to each other on Highway 9 that I encourage you to visit Haccone Gardens if you're going to take a trip up to the Quarry Park. Besides these large and very visible projects, our Public Works Department takes care of many of the city's infrastructure needs that really go under the radar. One of those things is keeping our streets in good condition, and they do a masterful job at that. Here's a fun fact. Did you know there is 145 miles of roadway in Saratoga? I'm not kidding. That's the truth. It's quite a lot to take care of, And to help with that, the City Council has approved spending $1.5 million next year to care for our roadways and hopefully improve our PCI index, which is the rating for our roads. Thank you. So I thank our Public Works staff for all that they do. I know John Trebone is here. John is our Public Works Director. Please stand. John has been with us for more than 20 years. Isn't that right, John? 25 years. Well, I wasn't wrong. We're lucky to have you, and thank you for everything that you do. Since I was just discussing getting outdoors and being active, something I care about deeply, I thought the best thing to do would be to transition to our Recreation and Facilities Department, or as they are also affectionately known as the Fun Department. And they've earned that reputation, absolutely. Did you know that every year the Recreation Department oversees more than 1,200 classes and activities? That equates to over 9,000 hours of activities at 24 different city parks and facilities. Children can attend outdoor camps or learn engineering fundamentals by playing with Legos. Teens can learn acting skills or take beginning archery. Adults can learn the foxtrot or the Japanese style of flower arrangement called ikebana. Our seniors, go on great getaways and take trips to see musicals like Wicked or head to San Francisco to attend a Giants game. You know, it seems that every day new research comes out about the benefits of exercise and socialization. I'm proud to live in a city that promotes a healthy lifestyle for our youth, seniors, and everyone in between. Our rec department staff really do buy into creating a happier and healthier community, and the man overseeing them is Director Michael Taylor. Michael, would you please stand? As many of you know, the Recreation Department works out of the Joan Pisani Center, just a few yards from where we are here. In the same building is our Saratoga Senior Center. The Senior Center, which is overseen by the Saratoga Area Senior Coordinating Council. It's a bit of a mouthful, I know. We call them SASSY when you put those together. It has a mission to provide access to physical and social activities along with resource services that improve the overall quality of life for aging adults in our community. And I may be a bit biased, but I believe they do a great job at doing just that. What some of you may not know is that the Senior Center has taken on a renovation project which is sorely needed. The center needs an upgrade to give the building the same sense of life and vitality that the staff and volunteers show our seniors every day. I encourage you all to visit the Senior Center website. The web address is up on the screen. And think about donating to this worthwhile project. Another important project currently happening now is the update to Saratoga's village-specific plan. The village plan is a policy document that was adopted in 1988 and regulates and guides development and land use in the village. So why do an update now? Well, because it's been 27 years since the document has been updated, and the village has been and continues to be the heart of our community. Before the city contemplates any changes to the village plan, the City Council wants to reach out to the community and solicit input on your views and vision for the village. Many of you may have already taken the city's survey, but if you haven't, please visit the project's page and take about 10 to 15 minutes to give us your thoughts. And there is the web address right there. The project is being undertaken by our Community Development Department, and I'm guessing that many of you have dealt with this department at some point or another. Are you doing construction on your home and need a permit or have questions about the process? You'll need to visit the Community Development Department. Do you have a dead tree in your yard or a dead tree that needs to be taken out? If so, you'll need to visit the Community Development Department to receive a free and quick permit. And let me quickly list off a few other things the CDD staff are responsible for. They do long-range and current planning, permitting, business licensing, and building and code compliance services. As you can see, the CDD staff have a lot of responsibility. I commend our Community Development Department staff for all that they do. They have a difficult job, I know, because I'm a former planning commissioner, so I've seen their work up close and personal. I know our still somewhat new Community Development Director is here, Erwin Ordonez. If you could please stand. Thank you. So there you have it. Our city functions in a nutshell. That wasn't too bad now, was it? Maybe a little bit? I at least hope you walk away having learned something about your city. If nothing else, you know that there is quite a lot that goes on in a small city such as ours. And though we may be small, we have a large heart here in Saratoga. And I encourage you to test that. Now, remember all these people that are standing or actually sitting behind me? It's time now to let you know who they are. First, let me call up Deputy Donald Wyrock. Join me here. As you can see in the uniform, Deputy Wyrock is a member of the Santa Clara County Sheriff's Office, and for the last 3 years has worked in the West Valley Patrol Division, which oversees Saratoga. And in these last 3 years, Deputy Wyrock exceeded expectations, and he is no stranger to receiving awards. In 2013 and 2014, the organization Mothers Against Drunk Driving presented him with the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration State Award. Also, in 2013, Deputy Wyrock received the Santa Clara County Sheriff's Office Medal of Valor for his heroic actions when deputies Wyrock and Lara responded to a 911 call in Saratoga of a residence in flames. They forced their way into the house and helped move the elderly residents out of the burning home and to a safe location where they were medically cleared by the paramedics. I don't normally speak for others, but I think it's safe to say that we are all very proud of having you in our city and keeping us safe. So today, we have 2 commendations naming Deputy Donald Wyrock as the 2016 Officer of the Year, one from the city of Saratoga and the other from Congresswoman Anna Eshoo. Thank you, that's much deserved. Now let me call up Captain John Black. Captain Black has been a firefighter for 15 years, 10 of those years with the Santa Clara County Fire Department. Over that time, Captain Black has shown tremendous care and concern for the community. He's a natural leader and an inspiration to many of his colleagues. In recent years, Captain Black has enthusiastically worked to revive the Fire Department's Explorer program, which provides youth in the community the opportunity to learn about careers in fire service through experience. And because of this, I'm pleased to present commendations once again from the City of Saratoga and Congresswoman Anna Eshoo, naming Captain Black the 2016 Firefighter of the Year. Thank you for your service. Now I'd like to call up Julie Herndon from the Saratoga Rotary Club. Sue Barrera from the Saratoga Foothill Club. And Stan Bogosian from the Saratoga Independent Order of Odd Fellows. There bring reports after reports that in a world with more people populating the earth than ever before, and in a society where technology keeps us more connected than ever, that more people are expressing feelings of isolation and loneliness. This is a sad fact of life. But I do believe that the community, no matter how you want to define it, can help with this. And that's why service and social groups are so important. Groups like Rotary, Foothill, and Oddfellows help stitch together the fabric of community. They bring us together. They help us feel like we're part of something bigger. An example of this is with the events these three groups put on every year. The Rotary Club hosts a very popular art show each year over at West Valley College. The Foothill Club organizes the annual Memorial Day observance up at Madronia Cemetery. And the Oddfellows holds an Easter egg hunt that brings joy to the youngest of our community. That is obviously not all they do so much more, but for that, I thank them, and the City of Saratoga thanks you as well. Now I'd like to bring up Derek Engfeld. Pastor Engfeld is the clergy at Emmanuel Lutheran Church. He's here representing our ministerial association. This is an organization that meets monthly. They are clergy from each of our religious institutions in Saratoga, and they sit down together, they have lunch, they discuss some of the challenges as well as opportunities that face each of them. They engage in philanthropic projects around our community, whether it's clearing out and cleaning a creek that we have, or building a home for the needy, or gathering food for those in need as well. They do this as a group collectively with their congregations. It's a wonderful group to be part of. Each of us, or at one time or another, as council members, get to be a liaison to their organization and sit on their meetings. And some of their discussions are just absolutely wonderful. They're a lovely group. One of the things that they also do is they put on the annual Thanksgiving morning interfaith service, where you go and you sit shoulder to shoulder to, Muslims, Catholics, Jews, you name it, everything in between. The congregation is this. The clergy is all represented there, and a service that leaves you just with a full heart and just a lovely perspective. Anyway, for that, I thank you very much for everything that you do for your congregation and our residents that attend your congregation, and of course, the Ministerial Associate as well. Thank you. Let's now bring up Lisa Huning with SASSY, our Senior Center organization. Tom Moran of KSAR. Lisa Finley with the Friends of the Saratoga Libraries. Annette Stransky with the Saratoga Historical Foundation. Ann Walton Smith from the Hacconi Foundation. And last but not least, Ginger Lai from Saratoga Sister City. It's once again very heartwarming to see all of these caring people together here on stage with me. Together, these groups care for our aging, elderly residents, help communicate information and educate through video, ensure that we have a literate community and supported library, remember and document our history, care for our most precious assets, a 100-year-old Japanese estate garden, and continue a friendship that spans halfway around the world with our sister city in Muko, Japan. Thank you very much for everything that you do. Could our village gardeners, Laurel Perusa and former Mayor Jill Hunter, please come to the front of the stage? These two play a vital role in the city. As you may remember earlier, I called the Saratoga Village the heart of our city. Well, these two ladies, along with many others, care for it with a lot of love, a lot of time, and total commitment. Also, thanks in major part to the village gardeners, the city of Saratoga was named the winner in its population category and given a special award for most beautiful canopy of trees at the 2015 America in Bloom Awards ceremony held in Holland, Michigan this last year. And thanks to Jill and other volunteers, the city is registered for this year's awards program as well. And I've heard that if we win again, we may be eligible for the Circle of Champions. This is a group of volunteers that are on their knees and in the dirt with their hands and getting up close and personal. And as a result, our village and our surrounding areas, our landscaped areas in Saratoga are beautiful. Thank you so much for all that you do. Okay. Now, can Carlina Ott and Charlie Bedard of AYSO please join me? Thank you. We have Sarah Lee from the Saratoga Little League. And Beth Kingsley from the Girl Scouts. Please join me. There's always discussion about how adults can better serve our youth because it's not just about making sure they're well educated, although that's important. But we are also paying attention to their physical well-being and helping build their life skills. And I can say with confidence, thanks in part to the 4 people standing up here with me right now, that this is happening in Saratoga. Thank you very much. And we're now down to our last group. Would Pat Martell from the Saratoga Chamber of Commerce, Bria Brennizer from Destination Saratoga, Leslie Warwick of the Barn Owl, and resident Annette Stransky join me here, please. Just fine. Our Chamber of Commerce is made up of mostly community volunteers who ensure Saratoga's businesses receive the necessary support to succeed. As a former small business owner myself, I know the importance of such organizations, and I truly believe that small businesses improve the quality of life for the residents that live around them. My parents owned a small ice cream shop that they ran to provide for our family. It still exists today, run by my nephew, my oldest brother's son, Joey. The shop has been around for, I think, 50 years plus, almost. Absolutely. Growing up in this business, I saw firsthand how my mother greeted customers by name, oftentimes with a hug as well. Customers would freely walk into the back room and chat with my father, hard at work making ice cream or cannoli, which we specialize in. If you ever haven't had one, go out there to Romulo's. Rarely did someone walk in the door that they didn't know personally. My parents made people happy, and in turn, they made my parents happy. Talk about small town charm. The Chamber promotes and supports these types of businesses in our quaint little city, and as such, we all benefit from it. But they do much more than this. They also organize numerous events that draw in residents along with thousands of people to our Saratoga's village. Thank you for all you do for Saratoga, for our Chamber. Thank you. Now on to our Destination Saratoga. We'll hold the applause to the end because I'm going to talk about each one of these groups and these individuals individually. Destination Saratoga, which Bria represents, was formed by the Saratoga business owners to bring more national and media attention and tourism to Saratoga. Thanks to its efforts, Saratoga has been featured in national media, including Sunset Magazine. The unique thing about this group is it is completely run and operated by business owners and managers themselves. The group is a very eclectic but inspiring group. Their leadership in this area has been tremendous, and they continue to make Saratoga the gem that it is today. So thank you, Bria, for all that. The business person, oh yeah, thank you. No, good, let's a round of applause, that's fine. Which brings me to the business person of the year. This individual was nominated by members of the Saratoga community and then selected by volunteers within our Chamber of Commerce. Based on their outstanding service to Saratoga, active engagement and participation in activities that foster a positive image of Saratoga, and efforts to foster a positive environment for Saratoga businesses. And this year's Business Person of the Year, drum roll please, Leslie Warwick of the Barn Owl. Leslie, congratulations. If you've never been to the Barn Owl in our village, it's a very unique business. It sells garden decor, home decor, and some very yummy foods. But the interesting thing about Leslie is not too long ago, I guess about 4 years ago, she introduced this now a tradition where every year right around Halloween, the business owners put up scarecrows next to the business out in front. The scarecrows are designed in such a way that it sort of reflects and has some synergistic properties to the business itself. Started off with 20 scarecrows. After that, it was about 40 scarecrows. And the last Halloween, it was up near 50 to 60 scarecrows. And it's a great tradition. If you have an opportunity to come down to our village during the Halloween time period, do so, because these scarecrows are quite spectacular. So thank you very much for that. Now, the Citizen of the Year. Like the Business Person of the Year, again, it was nominated by members of the public and selected by the Chamber of Commerce. And it was based on their outstanding service to Saratoga, commitment to volunteerism, and extensive involvement in community activities that foster a positive image of Saratoga. And this year's very deserving winner is Annette Stransky. Let me tell you a little bit about Annette. She is president of the Saratoga's History Museum, president of the Historical Foundation. She serves on the city's Historic Preservation Commission, and, if that wasn't enough, spearheads our annual Blossom Festival that takes place in our orchard just adjacent to us. I'm so glad you live in Saratoga. Don't go away just yet. One other thing I'd like to point out is for our Business Person of the Year and also our Citizen of the Year, we also have accommodations here from Congresswoman Anna Eshoo as well. Okay, you can be seated. Now, let's see. Okay, another one. My Vice Mayor keeping me honest here. Thank you very much. A very special accommodation was given to the city of Saratoga, of all things. Once again, from Congresswoman Anna Eshoo. So what I have here, excuse me, is the commendation from Congresswoman Anna Eshoo, but with it also includes this amazing flag, which was flown over the Capitol not too long ago, wrapped up and framed and delivered to us this morning. So thank you very much, Congresswoman Ann Ashby. Okay, thank you all for sitting here for this very lengthy program. Now I have the great pleasure of introducing our last group of performers. Ladies and gentlemen, our very own St. Andrew's Episcopal School Jazz Pop Ensemble.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Standing before you is a small section of a larger group of the concert choir from St. Andrew's Episcopal School right across the street over there. They're going to sing a really cool jazz piece called Take 5, 5, 4. It's a little funky, it's a little groovy, it's not just fun. So please get up in there.
Won't you stop and take a little time out with me? Just take 5, just take 5. Stop your busy day and take the time out to see I'm alive, I'm alive. Though I'm going out of my way just so I can pass by each day, not a single word do we say. It's a pantomime and not a play. Still I know her eyes often meet. I feel tingles down to my feet. Then your smell is much too discreet, sends me on my way. Now wouldn't it be better not to be so polite? You could offer a light. Start a little conversation now, it's alright. Just take 5. Papa Dabby, Papa Dabby, Dabby Dabby, 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 take 5. Here's what you do, baby, take 5. You know it's true, baby, know I'm alive. Relax so well, baby, take 5. Give me a smile, then I know I'm alive. Take it, now baby, take 5. Break it, how can I survive? Baby, don't say that we're through. Baby, you know I love you. Though I'm going out of my way just so I can pass by each day, not a single word do we say. It's a pantomime and not a play. Still I know her eyes often meet. I feel tingles down to my feet. Then your smile is much too discreet, sends me on my way. Now wouldn't it be better not to be so polite? You could offer a light. Start a little conversation now, it's alright. Just take 5. Offer me your hand, it would be so great. Now baby, take 5, take 5. Ba-da-ba-da-da-da-da-da.
That was great. Can we have another round of applause for the St. Andrew's Episcopal Jazz Pop Ensemble? My name is Roshan Verma, and I'm a 9th grader at Saratoga High School. I participate in class office, where I'm currently president of my grade, speech and debate, and I'm currently vice chair of the Saratoga Youth Commission. In the future, I hope to be able to make a difference and help the world become a much larger place that has the values of Saratoga, because the city of Saratoga has given me such great opportunities, and in the end, I just want to hope that I can contribute that much back as well. And one person that we would also like to recognize at this time is Cupertino's Union School District Board of Trustee member Kristen Yoon. And now my fellow commissioners.
Hello, my name is Satvik Kalior, and I'm an 8th grader at Redwood Middle School. This is my first year on the Youth Commission, and it's a really great thing. So, I live here in Saratoga, and I've done a lot of things here. In Redwood, I'm in the school choir, I've created the school history club, and I'm in leadership. And I also do taekwondo and speech and debate. And doing all these activities, I've realized something really cool, you know? I realized that Saratoga is awesome. And because I know how great this city is, I just want to do my part to make a profound impact, to make the world as awesome as this place is, and to make everyone happy. So now, on to my fellow youth commissioners.
Hello, everybody. My name is Shafali Vijay, and I'm a junior at Lynbrook High School this year. This is my 3rd year serving on the Youth Commission, and I'm so proud of what we've accomplished thus far. Throughout my terms, we've taken on projects like Pizza and Politics, which allowed youth an opportunity to participate in the government, as well as fun events like laser tag, which allowed them to de-stress after final exams. Outside of the commission, I play water polo and participate in science fair. Additionally, I'm part of a business organization called DECA, and I'm a captain within my chapter. I'm looking forward to starting my senior year in the fall and hope to continue giving back to my city after I graduate.
Hi, my name is Charles Devling. I'm a freshman at Saratoga High School, and this is my first year on the Youth Commission. I was born in the UK and relocated to California in October 2012 with my father's job. I love living in Saratoga, and I'm passionate about athletics. I want to continue the good work from the Commission and help make Saratoga an even better place to live. I'm looking forward to upcoming events and seeing the city grow. In closing, we would like to thank our advisor, Bridget Eddings, who has been instrumental in our commission.
Okay, we would like to thank you all so much for taking the time to be here with us at the City of Saratoga's first ever State of the City address. You guys have truly helped make it a success. We will be having food, wine, and informational tables outside after the event.
If you have any more questions, the City Council will be happy to speak to you outside. Thank you once again for coming.
Aren't they wonderful? This is indeed the end of our program. However, we have, again, the refreshments outside. All your questions that we didn't answer here, feel free to approach me or any of the other council members to get a good answer from them. And then also, I'd like to thank our city manager's office, James Lindsay, along with James Lindsay. Along with Crystal Bethelio. Folks are all backstage. Debbie Breitschneider. And Brian Babcock. Thank you, Brian. Brian, behind the scenes. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much. Thank you.